Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 2723 of What's You Up To Now. This is a segment where I document my journey, what's working, what's not working, the good, the bad, the ugly, or I just pontificate about something that's on my mind or bothering me, or that I want to talk about and share because it's a huge lesson learned, or it's an aha, or it's an epiphany that I've had over the previous, since yesterday, or just today, or right before while I'm doing my face, etc. Well, today in both Supersize Your Business and the Be a Better You Annual Challenge, we're talking about mental health and well-being all this month. And a couple of days ago, we selected an area of mental health and well-being that is a challenge for us, or that we want to see improved, or that we're having a problem with. We all have stuff we want to work on, right? If we're actually self-aware at all, we know that all of us are on a journey to be the best possible version of ourselves and to show up in the world as who we authentically are to make the world a better place. If you want to show up to make the world a better place, please don't follow me because it breaks my heart. All right. So today we are on step 4 of the SOAP framework. It's a framework that I shared, for the last 6 years for sure, as the SOAP framework. Prior to that, I taught people how to deal with challenges and problems and setbacks and obstacles using the same 4-step process. I just didn't call it the SOAP framework. SOAP came about as part of the pandemic probably because I was washing my hands so much. Now, in the food industry and in the food business, I wash my hands like 30, 40 times a day anyway. But it just seemed with the pandemic, it was even more front and center to our attention, to my attention anyway. And so when I was coming up with names for how do I share this 4-step process to keep us all moving forward so we can get up and go no matter what's going on outside of us and around us, both in our personal lives and our business. To me, 2020 and 2021 were huge years for personal development, self-reflection, self-awareness, doing those projects around the house that have been put off for literally decades because we never had the time to do them. I've never seen people's yards look better than during the pandemic. I've never seen their homes, my home, look better than during the pandemic because we had the time and energy. We weren't allowed to do anything else. So we ended up focusing on internal things, which was always a good thing, right? So step 4 of the SOAP framework is progress. And so we need to find a way to measure, are we moving toward what we want or away from what we want or staying the same? Are the actions that we're taking as part of the framework moving us in the right direction? Because guess what? Sometimes we do stuff and it actually causes us to go a couple of steps backwards or even a whole long way backwards. And we're like, whoa, rewind. Let's not do that anymore. So we're talking about that in both groups today. I decided this year was the year of continued, since about 2010, I've been simplifying my life. So I decided this year I had to find a way to merge the topics that I'm talking about every day as I make my videos, because it just makes things easier and more streamlined. And I don't have a topic here and a topic there, which is what I did for about 5 years. I had totally different topics for my Supersize Your Business group than I did for my annual challenge group. And I'm like, well, that doesn't make sense because we're better leaders, we're better founders, we're better directors, we're better whatevers, and better components of our business when we become a better version of ourselves. So this year it made sense to combine them. Should have done it last year too, because last year was all about the Let's Grow Annual Challenge, all about doing one thing every day to grow. So growing and becoming a better version of ourselves are pretty closely linked in my mind. But it's a slight nuance that allows us to go deeper in the area of personal development and business development, right? Because guess what? If your business is awesome and serves your people better than anybody else, the people that you're here to serve, you have no competition. And that's what we are all looking for. We don't want to be comparing ourselves to others or believing that the competition is going to beat us out, or we spend all our time and energy battling against a competitor that the people that are looking for our products and services don't even consider a competitor, but we do. That does happen. All right. Also, my mom's coming up to Wisconsin for 5 or so weeks, 5.5 weeks, I guess. She finally sold her house in Wisconsin last year, and I guess 2 years ago. And so she just has her Texas home and her Texas residency. I guess when you're 88, you really only need 1 home, right? She used to have 3. So it's nice to see that she's down to 1. If I can help you in any way, please hit me up and ask. Otherwise, have a fabulous day. Start planning for this week and making it awesome as well. If I can help you in any way, ask. Otherwise, I'll be with you tomorrow.